How do we build trust with customers? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So how do we build trust with our customers? That's a big thing. And seeing that I've studied this for a long time, almost 2 decades now of studying customer relationships with salespeople, I got a pretty good knowledge on how we do this. That's why I wrote the Sales Process Uncovered book, to walk people through a systematic process over and over again so they can be successful. But how do we do that? Well, especially when our customers are new, that trust level really isn't there, right? They're kind of feeling us out. It's kind of like that first date where it's like an interview, right? We're trying to understand if we like those people and whatnot. Well, we have a lot of things we can do to make sure that we start building trust in the right way. And I have the trust equation that I've taught to multiple organizations to help with that as well. But for today, let's basically sum up a few things we can do. The first thing is how we show up. What kind of environment are we meeting with these customers at? That's right. How are we meeting with them? Is it a busy subway? Is it on the top of a skyscraper where people are worried about getting thrown off? Our trust levels start going off. We actually have 3 questions we ask on every interaction. Do I like you? Do I trust you? And how can you help me? That's basically in our brain. It's our prehistoric brain trying to keep us alive. It's part of our fight or flight mechanism. So we need to make sure when we're meeting with people that we're setting the tone and showing up in the right way, so that way we're likable, we're trustworthy, and they know that we can help them. That's how we're going to build trust with our customers. And if we violate that, man, it's going to be a hard time getting over that, because the old saying is you only get one chance to make a first impression. So we need to make sure that we are making good impressions well and fast, because here's the deal. Those 3 questions takes about 7 seconds for people to answer. Yeah, that's right. 7 seconds. So what can we do? Well, we got to make sure that we show up. Wear the right color clothing. That's right, clothing. Our scents can actually trigger people. There's different laws like reciprocity, right? And social proof. So there's a lot of things in there that can go into making trust. So we have to set the tone. And I've got tons of videos on how to build trust the right way. I've got my online trainings that will help you. But let's really move in. So we understand we got to set the tone right. Now let's move into the second stage. Once we're actually talking with customers and building rapport, we need to consistently show up, be reliable, and yeah, we need to share the truth and be vulnerable sometimes. Maybe we're not the best at a certain area of business that they need help with. And I always tell salespeople, it's okay to guide customers to where they're going to be successful, because long term, you're going to be more successful. That's right, long term. You got to play the long game, not a sprint, a marathon. That's what sales really is. And in business, we need to be thinking long term. Not short profits, which a lot of organizations unfortunately focus on. And they just think about the short term, this quarter, how can we hit our numbers? And they sacrifice long-term success with customers because of that. So we need to be thinking long term. How can we support them? How can we make them successful? Why are they buying from us? We need to ask them those kind of questions so we can understand and improve our products and services to make them better in the future. Every successful business that you've seen has not stayed the same. They've grown their business and added new tools to make their customers successful. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be focused on how to make the customers a success. They need to be a hero in their own story. So we set the tone. We make sure we focus in on the customer to make them a success. What else can we do? We go help them. If we're business to consumer, B2C kind of things, we want to make sure that we help them with tutorials after the sale. That's right. Most salespeople, most organizations, they take that paycheck and they walk off into the sunset, never to be heard from again. The most successful realtors and businesses are those that help the customers after the sale become a success. And they do that for over 90 days. They make sure that it's a long-term play. So that's what we have to do. We need to show up. We need to make sure that we're answering the customer's issues, making them a success, and successful long-term. Those three things will help us build trust with our customers. Show up, focus on them. If you have any more questions about how to build trust with customers and increase your sales, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. If you like this video and it was helpful, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.